Hi, I'm Natalie with Eminence Organics Skincare and welcome to In the Mix. Well, today's topic is how do we minimize the appearance of you're hearing it now, a sunburn. So I'm sure many of you right now are doing a little bit like, yep, I've had one of those before. And have you seen me? I get a little bit sunburned myself at least once a year. I do my best to take care of it, but what happens when I do get a sunburn and how can I get that to minimize as fast as possible? I want to begin with why are sunburns not any good? What happens? And they're caused by ultraviolet rays. So that comes from, well, hanging out in the sun for a little bit too long, and particularly between the hours of 11 and 2. I know, so if you're gonna have lunch in the sun, make sure you're under an umbrella, which is very helpful, or wear a big hat or big sunglasses. And what happens here is that it can lead to premature aging in the skin. So that's where we're going to see the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and also some discoloration can happen. So those are the signs of aging that can happen a little bit sooner than you like. And then obviously there's a really big one that none of us really ever wanna have. And of course that can also lead to the possibility or potential of having skin cancer. So when we are in the sun, we want to also think of those things and how are we taking care of our skin in the process. So what I want to share with you is like, okay, let's say we're out in the sun, this happened, boom, now I have the visible signs of a sunburn. So how long is it taking to happen? So I'm gonna look at probably within the first couple of hours, I'm gonna start getting those symptoms, right? So this means that you're actually gonna feel some stuff happening. You might feel the skin feeling a bit warm, and possibly a little bit of pain can happen depending on how severe the exposure has been to your skin. And then it can take up to 24 hours for you actually to see the full effects of what had happened earlier, either the day before or within that same day. And this is when we're going to probably feel and hold on to the heat and discomfort that we'll feel in our skin. It can take anywhere between 3 days, so depending on the severity, as I mentioned, up to 2 weeks for that to completely normalize again, because knowing that the UV ray has already created that potential damage, we may not always see 100% back to normal within that 2 to 3 day to 2 week period. So what are we going to do for ourselves before? What are we going to do during so we can enjoy the beautiful weather? And what can we do afterwards? Some ingredients I love to reach for, of course, would be things like rosemary and rose hips, and they really do a good job with repairing and protecting our skin and regeneration, which is what we're looking for. We can go to our trusty stone crop, because we know that stone crop, being a beautiful succulent, really helps with inflammation. So that is going to help really keep that the skin feeling calm. And then we can look at things like arnica. Now, arnica is used a lot for pain, so thinking about that 24 hours later or sometimes immediately after you've seen the change in your skin, you might be feeling a bit of pain. So arnica is not a bad ingredient to look for. And then, of course, zinc. Zinc is going to be something we want to ensure that is on our skin during the time of the exposure. Zinc has a ability to reflect light, but it also helps the skin breathe. So if you are feeling warm inside, it's going to allow that to leave the body and actually cooling your temperature down, which isn't bad. So that also helps prevent that heat that you may be feeling. So those are just some ingredients that are really good to look for. So now when I'm thinking about product and what I can do for myself is that for my home care, I can prepare for that day out. So I love making sure that I have great antioxidants on my skin, and I also want to make sure that I am protecting it before I go out. Products that I really love to reach for, and you're probably not surprised that I'm gonna grab this one, of course, is our citrus and kale potent C and E serum. This because it helps the longer wear of the exposure all day. And then I wanna look at wearing a SPF product. So I love to reach for our beautiful Lilikoi Mineral Defense Collection, and it's very high in zinc, so this is why I love choosing it, and it smells really good too, so there's nothing wrong with that. And then when I'm finished my day, I could do a couple of things. I can reach back for my C&E serum, get that antioxidant back onto the skin. And then another really important thing is we want to hydrate. So We want to look for ingredients that are going to ensure that we're not losing a bunch of water in our skin at the same time. So giving us that plump and actually managing the potential of that premature aging. I love to go for my strawberry. Where'd you go? There you are. Strawberry rhubarb hyaluronic serum. We want to use both of them. Go lightest to richest. So I'd go with the CNE first, then go with the strawberry over the top, and then you can then apply a finishing product at the very end. A couple options for you. Let's say this is over the whole body. I will go for my rosehip and lemongrass soothing hydrator. It comes in a tube. It's good for face and body too. So if you're out on holiday, this is a great thing to bring with you because you can easily put it on the face and in the body. So it keeps a little bit less weight for your luggage. So that's excellent. Or if you just want to concentrate, maybe you got a little bit extra. I find especially if you've hit the top of the nose and those cheek areas where it can be a little extra sensitized, then I will go for our rosehip and lemongrass, the repair balm. So we have actually more of a lotion, lightweight texture here, and this one is definitely more of a, let's get it, turn it around to you. It's got more thickness to it, so it is a balm, so it's a bit richer. So I warm it up so it creates a bit of an oil out. So you just warm it between your fingers and then you apply it and leave it. This is heaven. You will be so happy when you put this on if you've had a little bit extra exposure. Now, what if you are on that holiday, you're outbound, or even just local enjoying the beautiful weather? What could you have done when you go to the spa? There's a couple of things. Absolutely look for facials that are going to be very hydrating and maybe post-sun treatments that they may offer. You can also get treatments on the whole body. Now, if you are looking at a sunburned skin, so we want to improve that appearance of it, you may not want to go for a scrub or a heavy exfoliation of the whole body, but you can definitely have a restorative body treatment, and you can ask about our Stone Crop collection products. We have a beautiful body wrap that is now available that you can have all over, and it has that restorative effect for the body, so it'll feel really good and really cooling, and you'll be super happy that you've had it done, and it's not going to leave you really dry after, which is also very important. And then you can always finish with a beautiful moisturizer, or believe it or not, you could use a body oil that is going to absorb very quickly so that you are getting that excellent moisture left behind. Well, I really hope that you enjoy these tips for your home care routine so that you can take better care of your skin during the warmer months or sun exposure. I'm Natalie with Eminence Organics Skincare for another In the Mix. And if you would love to see more of these, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also to hit that notification bell so that you know when the next ones are coming. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. See you later.